Hi, it's me, Stitches. Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to my channel. Hanukkah Sameach! So we're still continuing on the other projects for Hanukkah so that we're ready to be able to set up and do everything for Hanukkah. So today's project was something I needed for my front door. So hopefully you'll enjoy, and I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Watching a little bit of Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, and tried to work on a project. It looks good until you try to pick it up, and then it goes limp. So this project, I'm just gonna end up cutting it apart and putting the straws back. But tried to make a wreath for the front door, but not a wreath, a Star of David wreath. So try again later. A couple of branches just fell off the tree. I'm thinking I can do something with this for the holidays. But they gotta sit out here for a little bit and dry, just a little bit more. So let's see what I can make with it. Maybe a wreath for the front door? Don't know. So first things first, I had to cut off all the stray branches and find the straightest parts of the branch themselves. I used a saw to cut them down to size 18 inches in length. Please do be careful when doing this. It is a sharp implement and it does cut, so be very, very careful. I cut 6 pieces, each being 18 inches in length, and I'll show you why in just a moment. It's completely cut out, all 6 pieces. Next thing to do is to wrap twine around the juncture points. Probably going to use a little hot glue to keep it together, and then go find some greenery to start weaving in. Probably cut some branches off. Again, I haven't spent any money so far. This just came out of the woods next to my apartment complex, and I already had the twine, so free. I started putting a little hot glue to keep the points together, just so I can go ahead and tie them up. I wove the twine in and out, as you can see here, to give it more stability. Once all 3 corners of each triangle were tied together, I then laid them on top of each other to where they would lay flat, and then I continued tying the twine of the 2 triangles together to make one Star of David. So I was thinking, I have these synthetic roses that were on hubby's Christmas tree last year, and I was thinking about weaving them in with some of the greenery once I cut it. But since Hanukkah's colors are blue, white, and silver, what if I tried to dye some of these synthetic flowers? All I can do is try, and I already had the flowers, and I have half a bottle of dye. So, I guess the next step is to see if these things will dye. Always follow manufacturer instruction when it comes to dye packets, and remember, be safe, it is hot water that you have to deal with. So now I just gotta let them dry. They actually dyed pretty well for being a foam, so let them dry, and then come back and put the whole thing together. Okay, so we have some of these bushes outside of our apartment, so I am going to cut some of them, and hopefully the apartment complex does not see. Nah, I'm good, Miss B. Put some right there. Take some of these branches. The tall, skinny ones are the ones I need. Put them down there, and I'll just pick them up later. They'll never know, right? They're all overgrown. So, ow. And they're also spiky. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, I got some of the branches. Now I gotta go stick them in the wreath. Okay, so after finding all the free stuff out in the nature, I found these little beads on a bush. I cut those bushes. I'm gonna now put the roses in, the blue roses. Tuck those in. Oops. They're still a little wet. Which means my fingers are gonna now turn blue. But that's okay. And the wire. And see, I just used the twine, the rope, to keep the flowers in place. But I'm trying to keep this somewhat even and blue and white. So I'll go ahead and fuss around with this, and then we can go ahead and do the reveal.
So hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember, the holidays are time to spend with family and friends. As my family has been dwindling over the past couple of years, it's been really hard. So I wanted to share this time with everybody else and with my friends I've made here on the internet. So remember, family is still family. Whether you love them or you hate them, they're still family. So I really do hope that you enjoyed and took some inspiration to maybe do something for your own home that didn't cost a penny, as I got everything from out in the world. So when people tell me to touch grass, I touched grass. If this is the type of content you are interested in, remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for another craft-related video. Tschüssi!